Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock by Request, where it's a review of the movie Children of the Corn 666 Isaac's Return. And this one comes to us from fellow YouTuber TheWickerBoy. In this one, Hannah is visiting the town of Gatlin because she wants to go find her real mother. On the way there, she picks up a preacher whose name is Zechariah, and he starts reading from his Bible to her, and she doesn't seem all that interested. And at one point, Zechariah is no longer sitting beside her. So she crashes her car, visits the local hospital, where the doctor tries to check her over, but also tries to kind of tell her she needs to get out of town. But she winds up leaving the hospital, going to a motel run by what looks like a teen couple. And one of them is named Matt. But our old friend Isaac, who's also in the movie, has been in a 19-year coma and is reawakened, I believe, by Hannah. And after Isaac gets up, well, you guessed it, mayhem ensues. So, of course, Isaac goes and takes care of the doctor by not paying his bill. And Hannah eventually runs into her mother named Rachel, who was the wife of Amos, who was one of the first Children of the Corn. And Matt decides he wants to try and run Hannah off the road, but he winds up telling her after he does that he's Isaac's son. So later that night, Hannah's captured, taken to the cornfield, and she has her hand branded along with Matt's. She tries to tell everybody that Isaac is a phony and a fake, and a false prophet and all this other stuff. She tries to make it out of the cornfield along with Matt's girlfriend, but unfortunately Matt's girlfriend doesn't make it. And Gabriel, who's pretty much been kind of hounding Hannah throughout the entire movie, finds her. He takes her to a barn. They both hose off, make love, and after that, Matt finds them, and he winds up taking himself out. So then, Gabriel and Hannah go to this building to find out where Hannah's mom is. And all is revealed. Turns out that Gabriel is the one who is he who walks behind the rose. So he makes Isaac his puppet, and he takes out Isaac. And then Hannah and her mom wind up getting out of the barn after a big explosion because somehow Gabriel makes it all happen. And Hannah realizes that she is now pregnant with a child of he who walks behind the rose. So yeah, she is carrying a new generation of demon spawn, I guess. Anyway, the movie starred Nancy Allen of the RoboCop trilogy, Stacy Keach, and John Franklin coming back to play Isaac in this one from the first movie. So why did this movie suck? I will say this much. If you're looking for gore, don't bet on it. The gore was almost like snipped out immediately. It's almost like a blink and you might miss it kind of thing. The other problem I have with this movie is what they call shaky cam. It's like most of the scenes could not be held still. Almost every location they go to, and that camera is shaking around like crazy. And it gets kind of annoying and everything like that. The acting performance out of John Franklin, as much as I hate to say this, in the first one, yes, he was an adult playing a child. In this one, you could pretty much tell he's an adult trying to gather up teenagers to continue on with the cult, which didn't make a whole lot of sense. But in this one, I'm sorry, but John Franklin just did not put on that great of a performance. When he took out the doctor, that's pretty lame. And I'm sorry. I mean, in the first one, he was intimidating. He was scary. He was frightening. In this one, it's like, I'm just here to do this movie. It was pretty bad. A pretty bad sequel. But would I say it was as bad as parts 2 and 3? No. But still pretty bad. I mean, you know, you got 3 pretty well-known characters, and a girl who played Hannah in the movie. She apparently was in a movie called Cherry Falls, which I have not seen yet, but I don't know. I may try to check it out one of these days. But as far as it being as bad as the others, I'd say it's a slight improvement, but unfortunately not one I could recommend. But there you guys have it, a review of Children of the Corn 666 Isaac's Return. Special thanks to the Wicker Boy for his request, and I hope you guys go check out his channel, subscribe to him, and hey, if you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. And if you got a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, fantasy horror movie that, well, hopefully didn't take place in a cornfield, send it my way and I'll get on it ASAP. Thank you guys so very, very much for watching, and until next time, as always, stay strong and rock on.